What is up, my nerds? We are back again with some more Yu-Gi-Oh duels for you guys. For today, we're gonna be showing a replay duel between Scraps and Mythic Dragon. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. This would have been better if I was recording the live duel, but I didn't expect it to be so intense and awesome, and I thought that I'd just share it with you guys. So we're gonna get started. I went first. I'm the Mythic Dragon Ruler user, so I set a white stone and set 3 back row because it's awesome. I like back row because this deck is super slow, it's not as fast as it used to be. So my opponent goes in and activate a scrap pack. People, I don't think we have this yet. I'm not sure, I didn't look into it. So he went in for a scrap storm, so he basically destroyed his own scrap monster, and to search for another scrap monster from his deck, or to mill one scrap monster from his deck to his hand, which is, I believe, it was Scrap Chimera. Then Scrap Goblin's effect activates when it's destroyed by a scrap card's effect. You get to search for a scrap monster from your deck to your hand. So he kind of gets like a double search. Then with Scrap Factory active, he gets to special summon one every time, or once per turn when a scrap monster gets destroyed by a card effect. So he's gonna continue his play. So he goes for that search, then he goes for that summon. Then I chained MST to his Scrap Factory so he doesn't get the effect of it. So yeah, he just gets a search, but he doesn't get a summon, and he already normal summoned this turn, so therefore he will have kind of an empty field, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and continue. So he still gets his search, but he doesn't get a summon. He goes in for that bluff. I didn't know it was a bluff because I was kind of scared, because I do know that Scraps do play back row. It's not one of those decks like Mermails or what else? Or the E-Dragons back then, when they used to, they don't play back row, they just rely heavily on monster effects. If I didn't fall for this, I'll show you guys in a bit. If I didn't fall for this, I would have won in one turn, but that's not gonna be exciting, isn't it? So I'm gonna continue. So I draw my card. I got like, yes, I got a 7 stars. So I go in for that draw, banish my Tempest, searched for a Debris Dragon, activated Dragon Shrine. I milled Blue Eyes, and then whenever for Dragon Shrine, if you guys aren't familiar with it, it's you mill a normal dragon type monster. Sorry, you mill a dragon type monster. If it's a normal monster, you get to mill another one. So it's a really good, like, foolish burial for them. So I continue. So I go ahead and summon my title. Normal summon my Mythic Wood Dragon, copy title's level, and summon a Dragosack. Because I was, like I said before in my videos, guys, I hate back row, and I don't really want to in you know, using kind of like your common sense, you don't want to explode knowing that if your opponent can somehow turn it around. So go ahead and try and Dragosack play. So I went for like Star Summon tokens, tribute 1, pop that back row. Then I realized, I'm like, okay, he was bluffing. Then I kind of did a kind of misplay here. Hopefully you guys will notice, and if not, I will explain in a bit. So I go ahead and banish my White Stone Legend to special summon Red Eyes, Darkness Metal Dragon. Then activates effect, summon for a title, and attack for a huge amounts of damage. Not for game, but if I didn't fall for that bluff, I would have, like I said, I would have won. See, it's 26 exactly. That's his life points. The misplay that I played, the misplay that I did here was, I could have just summoned title without banishing the materials. If you guys noticed that, I know you guys were probably like, hey, why did you just use red MD if you had red MD? Yeah, you guys are right. It was kind of, I was kind of getting in the moment, so I just decided to go for the title play. Because, you know, if you guys, you know, for me, I see an elemental dragon or a dragon ruler, I go banish 2 dragons or 2 water monsters, then special summon, and this is kind of like a the latest build for this deck. If you guys didn't know, this deck did top. I don't remember which one. You guys can just look that up. But yeah, it did top regional, not like top one. It's like top 8ish around. So there's my regret right there. That misplay that could have won me this duel much faster. But that's not worth sharing. That's why, okay, we're gonna keep on going. So he goes in for another Scrap Factory. He summons Scrap Shark? Yeah. So this card basically, if something activates, this card gets destroyed. So the point of this card is to work with Scrap Factory, because remember guys, if Scrap Factory, whenever a Scrap monster is destroyed by a card effect, including himself is a card effect, he gets a special summon one. So he's aiming for a probably like a level 8 play, which is usually Scrap Dragon. That's like kind of like their go-to card. So we're gonna continue. So he kills my token, and then he goes for a Dark Hole. I'm like, well done, smart. But remember guys that it has to be destroyed by a for his effect to activate. It has to be by a Scrap effect. But since it was destroyed by Dark Hole, so he doesn't get a mill. Doesn't get to mill a scrap monster. So we're just gonna continue. So he gets a summon, gets that monster, and I'm like, okay, you blow up my monster, so I'll blow up yours. I know he only has one card in his hand, so that's why I destroyed. I thought I might as well use Torrential. I really doubt he was gonna swarm, but then I was wrong. So we're gonna continue. So I top deck trade in. I'm like, this is useless. I do have Threatening Door, so I can kind of like stall-ish. So we're just gonna keep on going. So I went in for a title play, and went in for just the attack, because title has 26, so I'm like, it's game. Then luckily he got that he has that Fiendish Chain to protect him. So okay, I missed my chance for a win again, so we're gonna keep on going. So he goes ahead and summons Scrap Chimera. Scrap Chimera will summon a Scrap I think it's a tuner? I don't remember. I know it summons Scrap. Yeah, Scrap Tuner. Then this guy got special summoned if you're controlling. Oh, this is the new card that's gonna be coming out in the new support. I don't remember where. I think it's Primal Origins. Yeah. Otherwise we have it already, because we do have Legacy of the Valiant. So yeah. So he goes in, I'm like, oh no, this is where I should have saved my Torrential. So activates effect, destroys that tuner, and I think, was it summon? Wait, hold on. Let me just read this card. Everything was going too fast when I was actually dueling this guy. So I'm gonna destroy. Okay, I see. So again, Scrap Factory. When a Scrap monster is destroyed by card effects, gets a special summon one. So he's gonna summon more monsters, or it's just an add. Okay. So then he activates this guy's effect. A special summons one on his side of the field, because he can't choose. He can put it on my field if he wants to. So yeah, if you guys are wondering why, like, it's an awesome card because it works super well with Scrap Dragon. Because remember guys, Scrap Dragon pops one of yours and one of his, so he can get like, ridiculous plays. So I'm like, oh no, I'm in trouble. So luckily, Threatening Roar guys, like I said before, awesome card, changeable to everything. So if I weren't for this card, I would have been in a boatloads of trouble. So we're going to continue. So okay, you pop my monster. Then he summons Stardust Spark Dragon. So he got even more protection. Just to quick comment, like these two are excellent together. Scrap can just target pop card you control, then Stardust will just chain and target that card and can be server card effects. And he gets a free pop on your side once per turn. So a really awesome combo between these two. So it just ends his turn because I torrential. Now I'm like in a lot of trouble right now. Then I drew Dragon Carnation. So I'm like, I need one more turn to survive. So I just said that, I'm like, whatever, I can't do anything. Because I have no more dragons, I have no more targets in my graveyard, so I can't summon title. So he goes in for that Scrap Dragon play, pops his own Shark. Then I chain my Dragon Carnation and retrieved a Blue Eyes. I retrieved the Blue Eyes because I have a trade-in card. So hopefully that will save me. So it goes in and attack me for 55, so I'm like, ouch. Yeah, so basically this is not looking good for me right now, so I'm like, okay, this is, heart of the cards kind of thing. So I went for a double trade in. I drew Mythic Water Dragon and the trade-in. So I'm like, okay, sweet, I can deck thin harder, and I get like more dragon targets for my Dragon Rulers. So I went in and activate titles effects, normal summon Whitestone, summon Crimson Blader. I was kind of like hesitating at this point. I'm like, should I summon something different? I could have summoned Star's not gonna do anything. Like his attack is inferior to Scrap Dragon. If I summon another Scrap Dragon, I don't have another target to pop his card. So Blader was my only chance because he has the most attack out of all my level 8s. This is a really difficult extra deck to build because I'm running R7s, I'm running R8s, I can sync for 8, I can sync for 5, etc. So it's a really jam-packed extra deck, if you guys, as you guys see. So we're gonna continue. So I'm like, I'm just gonna attack that. I can't really do anything, and I'm still kind of curious of what his back row is, which is torrential. I didn't know at that point. So I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna set my threat. I'm gonna stall for one more turn and see if we can do something. So he targets his scrap factory and then targets my face down. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna chain another threatening roar. So he goes in for upstart, activates scrapyard. Yeah, scrapyards to search for, he can search for a scrap tuner so he can like deck thin more. So he can't attack. So it's my turn again. I'm like, yes, luckily, I drew a Dragon Shrine all over again. Send in a Flame Guard and a Redox because I did need the Redox to banish. You guys will see why in a bit. So I activate title, start summon it. Redox's effect was banished. Add an Earth Dragon. Then he kills me with Torrential. So I'm like, oh no. Okay. So he targeted his hold on, what did he target? Okay, so he targeted his Spark once. Okay, I see. Because I was wondering, like, how come I killed his Stardust? Like, can't be destroyed. I'm like, okay, that effect only happens once. So now we're kind of like top decking. So he just sets that monster. I am aware that it's Scrap Beast, but I didn't know what this face down was. So on the end phase, I get back my blaster, and then I draw a Flame Guard. I was like, all right, awesome. So I went in for a blaster pop. Target his back row because like I said, I hate back rows. Then I go ahead and summon my title. Went for an attack. I know Scrap Beast doesn't do anything by himself. So now he's top decking. He ends his turn. My title goes back to my hand, and now it's my turn. I go ahead and just summon Blaster for attack. I was gonna attack him. I was actually gonna summon Dragonity Corseska to go for an level 8, but he just basically surrendered at that point. So it was a very intense duel. It was like 15-turn duel. Normally it would be much less for like a super fast like tournament level duel, but you guys can agree with me that Yu-Gi-Oh can be fun. It depends on you on how to make it fun. It was a really fun duel for me. Well, guys, Dragon Rulers are still OP. If you guys thought that Dragon Rulers died, not exactly. They're still pretty viable with the help of the Mythic Dragons and the Blue Eyes engine, and maybe we'll see some more of their plays like in the future. And hopefully you guys enjoy that. So I will catch you guys later. Peace.